Hi, everybody. Welcome on this Thanksgiving week. I'm Sara. I'm going to be leading you through this 40-minute yoga sculpt class. As always, if you have weights and you want to use them, I have just 2 3-pound weights that I'm kind of putting towards the top of my space. So if you want any, if you have something else that you like to use, feel free. You don't have to use weights at all. We're just going to try to get a full body going here. So we'll just start comfortable seat. Feel free to cross your ankles. If you feel like you need to stretch those legs out or even sit on a pillow or something. We'll try to find a nice long spine. Rest those hands down. Take a few full deep breaths. Maybe you can kind of sigh. Let it all go, breath in. Let it go. And this time we'll start to roll those shoulders towards the ears, back down. Again, inhale, squeeze them up. And roll down. Take a few more. Bring those shoulders up and back. And now we'll interlace our hands, flipping our palms, press them towards your ceiling. Take a big breath in, maybe look up. And as you exhale, press them away and curve your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, curve your spine, chin to chest. One more, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, curve the spine, chin to chest. Now inhale, reach up. And side stretch to your right, up and over. Maybe even clench that top fist, take some circles. You can look up or even down. Make sure you circle the wrist the opposite way. And then sitting up nice and tall, we'll switch that out. Take that side stretch to your left. You can clench your fist to roll the wrist. And go the other way. And we'll inhale, sit back up, and just place those hands on your legs. We're going to take some seated cat and cows. So you're going to inhale, you're going to arch your spine, lift your chin and chest. And then exhale again, curve your spine, drop your chin. And inhale, arch, lifting chin and chest. And exhale, cat back. Now you can kind of keep moving through this front and back. Or maybe start to add in some circles. Shift forward, roll around. Maybe you found a spot and you want to kind of stay there and breathe. Kind of keep moving through your spine. Think of moving it in all directions, front and back, side and side. If you're circling, go the other way. Keep finding that arch and then chin to chest. Just a few more rounds wherever we are. You can let that go, finding up into a tabletop. So stacking shoulders over wrists, our hips are right over our knees. Gently pressing the ground away. We'll step our left toes back behind us. Easy twist, right arm towards the ceiling. Then start to take some big arm circles, chest, shoulder. And go the other way. And we'll reach our right fingertips forward. Shoulders facing the ground. Float that left leg, long spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, elbow to knee, drop your chin to chest. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl it in. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Bring a hand to the ground. Step those left toes down. And we're going to spin open to a little modified side plank. From here, take that top arm towards your ear. Option to begin to float that left leg. You can stay here, slowly start to pulse that left leg up and down. Really small. Take a little more weight out of that bottom wrist. Maybe even try to tent up to your fingertips. You can pulse, you can hold. We're here for 3. Go the other way. And we'll reach our left fingertips forward, shoulders towards the ground. Lift that right heel as you inhale. When you exhale, elbow to knee, curve the spine. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now inhale, reach. Release the hand down. Bring those right toes down. And again, spin open, modified side plank. So from here, bring that top arm maybe towards your ear. Maybe start to float that right leg. You can stay. Maybe begin to gently pulse that right foot up and down. Rather than sinking, come up maybe higher on your fingertips. Hold your pulse. We're here for 3. Returning to tabletop in 2. And 1. Come back to your tabletop. From here, tuck your toes, walk your hands towards your feet. Find a little ball here, crouch and curl. You can stay here longer if it helps your low back. You want to start to stretch those legs. Maybe even take your feet further apart from each other. Finding a ragdoll, so you can grab your elbows, grab your shoulders. Softness in the knees to help release your hamstrings and your low back. Maybe even here, nod your head yes, or shake it no. Take a few more breaths in your ragdoll, stretching those legs out. Maybe even switch what hand is on top. And we'll bring our hands back down to the ground. Walk the feet in to meet each other. Soften the legs and hands to our thighs, a halfway lift. Try to find a long spine. Draw those shoulders down. Imagine a pencil between your shoulder blades. Little softness in the knees. Pull the low belly in. And then release, finding your forward fold. Again, halfway lift, hands to the legs, long spine, lift up. And folding forward, our left foot steps back, finding a low lunge. We're going to bring that back knee down, crescent moon, reaching fingertips high. Front knee is right over the ankle. And then a little open arm twist, sending your right arm back. Inhale, come back to the front, both arms high. Bring those hands down, step right back to a high plank. Stack your shoulders over wrists. And we're going to inhale. Exhale from knees or toes. Pin the elbows in, lower all the way down. Just our hands begin to lift and then lift your chest. Squeeze those elbows in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Release, tabletop or high plank. Tuck your toes, press straight up. Down dog, hips are high. Maybe pedal through the feet a little bit. You can alternate some bends in your knees. Check in with that breath. And from our down dog, we'll walk our feet all the way up to our hands. Find that forward fold. Soften the knees, hands to the legs, halfway lift. Pull the low belly in. Folding forward one more time, hands to the legs, soften the knees, halfway lift. And fold this time, right foot back, low lunge. Back knee down, front knee over your ankle, reach up. This time, open twist your left arm back. Square off to the front, hands high. Really step back, high planks. Again, inhale as you exhale from knees or toes, lower all the way down. Lift the hands, begin to lift the chest, cobra. Release, tabletop or high plank. Press right back into your down dog. Couple breaths. And then walk our feet to our hands, forward folds. Now inhale, chair, bend the knees, weight to the heels, reaching the arms high. And we're going to airplane our arms, reaching our fingertips back, lift through the triceps. Now we're just going to pulse the legs. Keep those fingertips reaching behind you, little up and down, weight into your heels. We're here pulsing for 5. We'll take our forward fold in 3, in 2, and 1. Stretch those legs, forward fold. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Now we're adding on. If you want to use a weight, bring the weight into your right hand. You can stay down, or if you want to find a balance, maybe start to lift your chest and float your hands. If you have your weight, an option is to start to take these arms forward and back. So as you inhale, you're going to reach your right arm forward. As you exhale, reach it straight back. Think of your palm facing in towards the center. Reach it back. Again, you can be down and just focus on the arm or adding that balance. Without the weight, you can do both arms if you want. Sweep them forward, sweep them straight back. Just isolating that right shoulder if you have your weight. Here for 3. We're going to release that weight back down to the ground. In 2. And 1. Bring that weight back down. Turn hands and feet to the side. Take a wide forward fold. Maybe even walk those hands way out in front. Kind of shift around if you want to bring hands behind you. Take a chest expansion. We'll bring our hands back down. Bend the knees, turn the heels in, toes to the corners. Hands can come up to the legs and just shift around a little bit. Start to open up those hips. Make sure those knees are tracking over our toes. And we'll stretch the legs coming all the way up into this big X star pose. As you exhale, bend your knees, pull your elbows, shoulders down. Goal post the arms. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, horse, bend the knees, pull shoulders down. 1 more. Inhale, stop. Exhale, horse. Pause here. Little pulse in the legs, up and down. Press those knees open. Keep those shoulders squeezing behind you. Here for 5. Back down to that wide forward fold in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch those legs, wide forward folds. Turn back to your front foot. Take the low lunge, right foot in front. Now sweep that leg up, 3 leg down dog. Stretch that leg high. On your exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Shift forward to your palms. Stretch that right leg high. Cross towards your left arm. Feel a twist and squeeze the abdominals. Right leg high. Bring it back into your nose. Send that right leg back up. Release into your down dog. You can stay here or shift forward high plank. Hold it or take a push up. Hug those elbows in from knees or toes. Lower. Press up, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands, forward folds. Halfway lift, hands to the legs, strong spine. Release, bend the knees, weight to the heels. Inhale, chair, reach up. Airplane the arms, send them straight back. Again, pulsing those legs. Up and down, weight into your heels, keep your chest lifted. We're here, breathe and pulse for 5. Forward fold in 4. In 3. In 2. And 1. Stretch forward fold. Right foot back, low lunge. Adding on, weight into our left hand. You can stay down or find that balance. Left palm is facing inward. Reach that arm forward. Swinging it straight back. Think of it almost gliding against your rib cage. Forward and back. Again, you can be down. Focus on it with or without the weight. Keep moving, keep breathing. We're here for 3. We'll take that release in 2. And 1, release that left hand down. Turn to the side to your wide forward fold. Again, you can take a chest expansion, hands behind you. Maybe walk them out in front, soften your knees. Bring those hands back underneath us. We'll bend our knees, heels in, toes to the corners. Hands to the legs, come up. Maybe try to press those knees further open over the toes. Stretch the legs all the way up into our star. Big X. Exhale, horse, bend the knees, shoulders, elbows pull in. Inhale, star, reach up. Exhale, horse. 1 more. Inhale, stop. Exhale, horse. This time we're pulsing the lower body. We're going to lift the heels up and down. Try to keep your hips low, up and down. You can always do it 1 at a time. Maybe take it a little faster if you're doing 1 at a time, or both and down. 1 or the other. Here for 8. For 7, keep those shoulders over hips. 5, 4. Last 3, forward fold in 2, and 1, stretch those legs, turn those toes, forward folds. Turning to your left foot, back to the front. From here, step back, high planks. And again, press right back into your down dog. Now stretch that left leg high. As you exhale, draw the knee in. Shift towards your palm, squeeze it in. Left leg high. Cross towards your right arm, little twist. Left leg high. Knee to nose, curl in. Left leg high. Release into your down dog, stay here, or high planks. Knees or toes, push up, lower halfway. Press back up, down dog, couple breaths. Now, as you're ready, come forward, feet to your hands. We're going to add on halfway lift, long spine. Folding forward. Inhale, chair, hips low, reach up. This time, hands coming into your heart center. We're going to add some abdominal work here. So hands in our heart center. Press your thumbs to your sternum. So our back and chest stays wide. We're going to take these little dips and twists. So left elbow coming towards your right knee and come back up. Now switch, right elbow towards our left leg. Back up, keep your knees bent. Come down and up. Twist and up. Alternating elbows to your knees and twist and up. 1 more, both sides. Twist and up, release to your forward folds. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Right hand coming into our weight. So again, option. You can stay grounded or come up higher. We're going to take that right arm straight out, back in. Think of it as like a wing, open and close, out and in. Again, you can stay up or come down, up and in. 3, last 2, and 1. Release that right weight back down to the ground. From here, high crescent lunge. Reach both arms up high. Take a couple breaths. Front knee is going to stay bent. Drop that back heel. Open to your warrior 2. Adjust those feet if you need to. Front ankle is in the middle of your back foot. So think of drawing a straight line from front to back. From here, front knee stays bent, extended side angle, elbow to your leg. You can reach that left arm over. Take a big, long stretch. Maybe bring hand to your low back, a little bit of a half bind to open that left shoulder. This is where you can find that breath. Make sure you're breathing. We'll straighten that front leg, reverse triangle, stretch the right arm high. Hands cartwheel all the way down, spin that back heel, low lunge. Stretch that right leg towards the ceiling. Draw your knee to your nose, cat back. Inhale, right leg high. Now cross to your left elbow, fallen star. We're gonna kick that foot out like a big side plank. Open your left arm towards the ceiling, or again, maybe bicep towards your ear. Squeeze that right side in. You're here for 3. Maybe even try to float that right leg off the ground for 2. And 1, unwind, stretch up. Take your down dog or shift forward, high planks. Take your push up, lower halfway. Press up, down dog, find your breath. As you're ready, bring your feet up, forward folds. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, weight to the heels, reach up. Again, hands in the heart center. Press your thumbs to your sternum. Staying broad in our back and our chest. We're gonna take those prayer twist dips. Right elbow towards our left leg. Come back up, twist, and up, twist, and up. See if you can twist a little bit farther. Keep your hips below your chest. And up, 2 more. Down, up, down. Last one. And come back in, forward folds. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Left hand to our weight. Down or come up, find that balance. Left arm straight up and in. Out and in. You're just lifting with that left arm. Everything else stays, whether you're up or a little bit lower. For 3, for 2, and 1. Release that left hand down. Then we're going to come up high, press and lunge. Take a couple breaths. Left knee is bent straight forward. Spin that back heel, right heel down. Warrior 2. Adjust your feet again. So that front foot, middle of your back foot. Front knee is over your toes. Left elbow to our knee. Send our right arm up, or maybe arm towards your ear. Option hand to your low back, find a half bind. Make sure those left knees aren't rolling in, but staying pressed open. We're gonna straighten the legs, reverse triangle, send your left arm high, big side stretch. Hands to your front foot, turn to your low lunge. Send that left leg high, stretch it up. Then knee to nose, curl it in, shift forward. Left leg high, cross to your right arm. Fallen star, kick the leg out. Right arm up or bicep towards your ear, like a big side plank. You want to try to float that left leg off the ground. Squeeze your left side in for 3. Unwind in 2. And 1, left leg back up. Take your down dog or high planks, hold or push up. Halfway, press up, down dog. Here, take a couple breaths in your down dog as you need. Inhale, let it go, exhale. Inhale when you need, exhale when you need. Take another 2 breaths or so. And we're gonna look to our hands, bring those feet all the way up and through. We'll take a seat. So coming down. Woo! If you need some water, feel free to grab it. I'll just kind of keep talking through to get us set for this next round. So once you feel ready, we're gonna find our boat pose. So you're gonna bring hands behind your legs, roll your shoulders down. You're gonna start to lean back and think of lifting your shins so they're parallel to the floor and towards the ceiling. If you can, squeeze them in towards each other. We're gonna float our arms reaching forward. Hold here, this is your boat pose. You can stay right here. Great work for the whole core, front and back. If you want just a little bit more, maybe just testing yourself, see if you can bring your arms slowly out to a T and bring that back in. Open out and back in. Now, as you open, don't sink down, stay up. Almost trying to squeeze your knees closer to your chest. And in. Again, maybe you are holding out there, maybe you hold here. Maybe you let those arms move. Sometimes finding a little bit of movement helps that breath flow. We're here for 6. We'll release those feet in 5, in 4, in 3, last 2, and 1. Release those feet down. We're gonna come all the way onto our backs. Draw your knees in, maybe take a little moment here. You can rock side to side. Maybe circle those legs in one direction and then the other. So we're gonna sit those legs back together, find them again parallel to the ceiling and the floor. Arms are gonna come out to either a goal post or a T, depending on your space. Think of pressing your low back into the ground. As you exhale, tap your left toes down and out, almost like they're coming to a pool of water. Inhale, pull right back up, then switch. Exhale your right toes down. Inhale up. Exhale left toes. Inhale up. Exhale right toes. Notice if your low back wants to arch, press it down. Just use your core to lower the leg and back up. If you want to test yourself, maybe do both toes together and back up. Exhale when you lower, inhale, pull back up. Exhales lower, inhales up. Follow your breath. Maybe it's slower, maybe it's faster. You're here for 5. We're going to draw those knees back in 4. Little release in 3. In 2. Try to finish out 1 more, then draw those knees back into your chest. Take a happy baby pose, open those knees, maybe grab for inner, outer edges of your feet. Now let those hips open, maybe rock a little side to side. You can let your head rock side to side. All right, we're gonna move through 1 more abdominal stretch here. So hands can come behind your head. Float your legs towards the ceiling. They can be slightly bent. Now, option 1 is if you want to, you can work your upper abdominals here by just lifting your chest, keep your elbows wide, focus towards the ceiling, back down, lifting and lowering. If you want to, maybe let your legs lower just a little bit. So holding your legs out on a diagonal just a little bit so your low back again doesn't arch. Lifting straight up and down, up and down. Think of your elbows trying to reach to both sides of your room rather than curling in. Stay broad in your chest and your back. We're here for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, And one, draw your knees back in. You can try to rock and roll the length of your spine a few times, or roll off to one side, come all the way back up. We're going to come to the top of our space, bringing our feet together, forward folds. Again, soften your knees, hands to the legs, halfway lift, flat back. Folding forward. We're going to inhale, chair, hips low, reach up. We're going to add just a little bit of a balance here and a core work. So hands in the heart center. Same thing we did earlier. We're going to try to connect our left elbow to our right leg. This is where the balance and the core is going to come in. So look down towards the ground. Shift your weight into your left foot. And see if you can just start to lift your right heel. So your weight is in your left foot. You're lifting just your right heel. Feel your elbow and your knee. Now slow and steady. Try to keep that connection as you start to stand up. And then once you get to that point where you can't bring your leg higher, release your elbow, but you're twisting, so shoulders over your hips. We're going to try that one more time. So bring your toe back down, release. Shift the weight into your left foot. Focus is down. Lift your right heel. Feel your elbow and your knee connecting. Then slowly start to come up. Once you can't draw that knee closer, release your elbow, but keep that twist. Feel those abdominals curling and twisting. And just bring your shoulders over the front. Reach up, one leg Tadasana, little balance. Try to engage your left glute. Squeeze it high. We're going to full airplane. Extend your fingertips on that right heel behind you. Now you can hold here. This is a balance and engaging that left side. Or take these little taps in your right toe, up and down. We're here for 3. We're going to draw that right knee back into your chest. Reverse it all in 2. And 1. Bend the knee, pull it into your chest. Reach back up. Then release that foot. Come back into your chair. We're doing it all on the other side. So prayer twist to the left. So your right elbow connecting to your left leg. Look down. Shift the weight into your right foot. Lift your left heel. Feel your knee and elbow pressing towards each other. Slowly start to stand as your knee can't come in any higher. Release your torso. Keep that twist and shoulders over hips. We're going to try that one more time. Step the foot down. Settle back in. Weight into your right foot. Lift your left heel. Squeeze your knee to your chest. Once you can't pull it up higher, then you can release. Feel that twist. Feel your right glute engaged, pressing in. Then square those shoulders to the front. Reach high. Full airplane, taking a balance. Extend your fingertips, your left heel behind you. You can take this balance, stabilizing here, or toe taps down, straight back up, lower down, and up. You're here for 3. We're reversing everything in 2. And 1. Where you are, bend your knee in. Draw that knee in, reach high. Step that foot down, forward folds. Step both feet back to your high planks. From knees or toes, lower all the way down. Last little thing. Keep those feet pressing into the ground. Lift your hands, lift your chest. Now engage your glutes. Option to float your legs at the same time. Squeeze elbows in. Head is looking down towards the ground. You're here for 8. If you want to add little pulses up and down, everything for 7. For 6. Release in 5. Child's pose 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release back to your child's pose. Let those knees open wide. Sink the hips down. Take a few full breaths here. And maybe as you do so, let your head rock side to side. Maybe even let your hips rock side to side. And we're going to come up into our tabletop. We're going to take a final little twist. So option is you can let your hips come a little bit closer towards your heels if you need to, or stay fully up. We're going to send our right arm high. We're going to thread the needle. So cross that right arm, reaching towards the left side. Release your right shoulder and ear towards the ground. Option, you can start to walk your left hand forward, or maybe reach it up or bring it towards your low back, finding a little half bind. You gently kind of keep pressing into the ground to open that left side up. And bring that left hand back underneath us. We'll sweep our right arm high, open up. And we'll release. We're going to switch that out, threading the needle. So our left arm high, crossing the body, reach towards the right side. As you come down to your left ear and left shoulder. Again, your right fingertips can walk out, reaching forward. Maybe reach that arm up. Maybe settle it to your low back. And we'll bring our right hand back down underneath our shoulder, open the left arm up, finding our tabletop. From here, let those knees open back out. Sink hips towards your heels. You can either stretch arms in front, or maybe instead you want to reach your hands back towards your heels and kind of let your head come towards the ground. Maybe even rolling one ear to the ground if you'd like. If your arms are straight out in front of you, let your elbows bend and maybe even take your arms further out to the sides or even stack your palms and place them underneath your forehead. As much as you can, try to imagine everything kind of flattening out. Take another 3 to 4 breaths here. Big inhale. Full, maybe open mouth exhale. Big breath in. Let it go. Big breath in. Let it go. One more together. Big breath in. And let it go. All right, everybody, you can stay as long as you'd like. Transition as you're ready. If you're staying for a stretch class, grab some water. If you're popping out, then nice to have you all. And yeah, we'll see you later.